Well, what do we call it? Civic apathy, negligence, then what happens? Complaints are filed, people are booked, people are suspended. But exactly where does the accountability lie? Because one after the other, this seems to be an animal affair that is now being reported when it comes to the pothole menace, and that too coming in from the IT capital. No stopping the pothole menace in Bengaluru. This apathy has risked India's future, another road hazard that has put the lives of several school children in danger. Now, this is a school bus that fell in a pothole in Bengaluru. Nearly 20 of those school kids had to be rescued in a dramatic operation, and that too from the back door of the bus. Now, this morning, the school bus that fell into a pothole, around 20 students were there in that very bus who were rescued from the back door, and this incident that happened in the DCP East traffic limits of Bengaluru's pothole menace that, however, continues. Let's get in a word from Imran now. Imran, it seems this is a dashcam footage that has been shared of the school bus in front of the car and how it almost tilts, almost falling, almost, about to fall completely. And this is where, when it comes to 20 of the students, had a narrow escape, if we can say, because they were all rescued. But exactly what happened to the students inside the bus? What is their condition?
Well, as of right now, the officials are informing us that they all are safe. Nothing untoward incident happened towards them. But in fact, yes, one bus had almost verge of falling, and because of the pothole there, and entire video was caught by a resident of that area, and he has shared the video on social media, which has gone viral, and asking questions about the pothole in that particular stretch of road. Now, the local officials are informing it's a very outskirts of the Bengaluru, where there's road work is still needs to be done, and that's where the incident happened. From the school bus, you can identify it's from the New Horizon Gurukul School, and all the students are safe and sound is what the authorities are informing. No one was injured, but yes, that was very scary scenes there. You can see from the visuals that bus almost turned turtle because of the pothole there, begging question about the kind of maintenance of the roads. The local municipal authority is saying that there is complete outskirts of the Bengaluru, which happened there. So the roadward asphalting work is still going on there. But however, begs the question about the safety of the citizens there, and especially for school-going students there, if they can happen. Imagine on a daytime, what will happen in the nighttime when there is a pitch dark in that area. Any untoward incident could happen. In fact, some of the citizens or activists of that area said that they have been highlighting the issue, but not much has been met by the local municipal officials.
Right, but exactly what's the point of highlighting such issues? Because this could be one of many issues. Imran, we've been saying that this happens annually. As far as when it comes to the pothole menace is concerned, people have been injured, people have lost their lives. In fact, I had a recent incident that came in from Mangaluru itself, where a woman lost her life.
Well, absolutely. I mean, in fact, what we see is that now that a lady lost her life in Mangaluru because of the pothole, and one can only imagine.
Stay connected with us. We are also trying to get voices on the channel as far as multiple viewers who have been watching. And right now I'm told that Sandeep Anirudhan is connected with us. Sandeep, look at the irony here. Pothole menace that continues. On one hand, as the NHAI has been booked, we are looking at the party karyakartas holding protest. On the other side, when it comes to their own civic authorities, where does the accountability lie?
Unfortunately, the situation is dire now, and it is very strange that a city which prides itself as an IT capital of the world cannot fix the simple basics like construction and maintenance of roads, good roads. These are not rocket science. This is basically lack of will. The city government, BBMP, which existed, has not been paying attention to the problem, and the state government, which keeps poking its nose in the city governance, doesn't allow elections to the BBMP, has been worsening the problem. Therefore, we don't have a proper management system which monitors and maintains the quality of road. That is all. The High Court has come down very seriously on this, and actually in 2019, Justice Oka gave out a very good order, which is an operative order right now, which has not yet been implemented. The order simply says, let ward committees monitor the roads in their area and ensure it is fixed. Let there be no potholes. And monthly a report has to be submitted by the assistant engineer of that ward to the chief commissioner. This is a very simple order. In 2019 it was passed. Now it's almost 5 years, right?
Yes.
It's still not implemented, which was complete lack of will. It is a contempt of court, and the roads are full of potholes. The government is talking about spending 2 lakh, 3 lakh crores on
I mean, we've been talking about the irony. If we can put back the pictures of the protest also that has been taking place. But Sandeep, appreciate you joining us here on the broadcast. Mr. Mohandas Pai is also connected with us. Mr. Mohandas Pai, here is a political party Karyakartas holding protests against the pothole casualty that happened in Bengaluru, NHAI, which has been booked on the other side as far as when it comes to putting the lives of nearly 20 students. Their safety is at risk. Is that really something that the authorities are answerable, or they can actually, give out a reason as to why this pothole menace cannot be contained?
I think the authorities are answerable. What should be done is the government of Karnataka, the municipal corporation, has to file an FIR and a criminal case against officials who are responsible for the maintenance of the road. But the big issue is our chief minister and the Congress government has compromised on the financial security of the state by diverting huge amount of money, 50,000-60,000 crore for guarantees, and there is not enough funds flowing to the cities. There are not enough money going to the cities, and they're not able to repair the road. Then the BBMP has become very corrupt. Only recently, the Bengaluru City Corporation has been broken up into 5 corporations, which is very good. Hopefully, things will improve because there'll be decentralization. But we have these legacy problems, and I think there's a backlog of roads all over, and it will never improve, and there'll be no accountability unless the officials responsible for the road are charged and of a criminal dereliction of duty, and there's a FIR filed against them. I would urge our Minister for Bangalore, through your channel, to ask the GBA or the city corporation, that area, to file a criminal complaint against the local officials who are responsible for it, because they don't take accountability. There is no reason for having such a huge pothole. It doesn't take too much money to fix a pothole. The pothole has been there for a long period of time, and there have been rains. They take excuse of rains, they take excuse of lack of money. But filling potholes does not take money, it takes action.
But that's the point, Mr. Mohandas Pai, because some roads and their conditions are so pathetic that even when it comes to the children and even some students there, they had to take it upon themselves to actually fill those potholes, because they say if the government won't do it, then we will have to do it ultimately. Thank you very much for your point of view. GS Prashant is also connected with us. GS Prashant, it seems to be, a vicious cycle. A death take place or people are injured. This time we are talking about school students, young children. This is the future that we are putting them at risk as far as the bus nearly topples over. Is it worth it as far as when it comes to certain accusations of corruption that are now being put on the civic authorities? Where does the accountability lie?
It is not merely an accusation that there is corruption which is deep-rooted in Congress in Karnataka. I think the Bangalore in-charge minister is directly responsible for this, because the DCM has made statements time and again stating that there will be pothole-free Bangalore and all potholes have been filled and they have taken enough and more measures. And there was this drama of him visiting some places late in the night to say he's inspecting civic work, so on and so forth. That was only for photo ops. The corruption is rampant in Bangalore, and civic apathy probably is what defines Congress government, because they have zero concern for citizens. They have zero concern for school children. Now, I think the images are disturbing. What would have happened if some child would have lost his life? Can you imagine the grief that the parents would go through? By God's grace, nothing happened to the children.
But Prashant, what about DK Shivkumar, the Deputy Chief Minister, in a last post that he had put out saying that we listened and we acted, some young Bengalurans wrote to him about certain potholes in an area, and the government acted on it for easy mobility.
No, see, look at it. He made that photo of saying he's acted on it, and there was a report in the newspaper the very next day saying that only lasted for one rain. So therefore, he's doing it for a photo op, but he's directly responsible for this. He's talking about brand Bengaluru, but this is the brand Bengaluru the world is witnessing under Congress government, saying that you have potholes all over and there's water logging. There is no official who will be held responsible, because they know they will get away with whatever they do because it's how it begins at the top. There is corruption at the top and
All
it's
right. So
percolated
we're talking
down.
about corruption that seems to be rampant amongst the civic authorities there, putting the lives of the people at risk, putting the lives of even school children at risk. GS Prashant, thank you very much for joining in. Imran, thank you very much for getting connected with us.